Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to Healing Session. Today's reading is going to be a celebrity tarot reading about Kanye West and Bianca Censori. Now, this is going to be very interesting because I do see that she wants to divorce him now, which I think is very interesting considering all the things that he's made her do, or I don't want to say make her do, but from what this reading feels like, it kind of feels like he made her do some things. I don't mean that he forced her or anything, but I mean, let's just save it for the reading, okay? So I just thought that it would be interesting today to go in on them and see what exactly is going on. If you guys enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you are looking for a personal reading, the link is in the description below. Now, the first thing that I want to point out is that on Kanye's side, we have one card, and on Bianca Censori's side, we have two cards. That immediately already lets me know where exactly this connection was. So even while I was shuffling, his energy is very dominant. His energy came up first, and I honestly kind of feel like he kind of dominates the connection, or it's kind of like his way or the highway kind of thing. It's not that, it doesn't seem like there's much compromise. I mean, I think partially from Bianca Censori's side, I think that she really I think admires him or looks up to him in some way. And so she takes what he says seriously. So I think it's she's just very submissive, if that makes sense. It doesn't feel like he's forcing her or, or anything like that. I'm not getting that he forces her to do what she's doing. I feel like if anything, what it feels like is more so of a projection of his ideas in a twisted way. Because I had actually just tried to record this reading and I was having some issues with channeling the messages. I kept getting distracted. I also kept having brain fog, losing my train of thought. So I decided to redo the video. And I think that to me it can represent a couple things. And maybe I can pinpoint it more as we go out throughout the reading. But it can pinpoint one, some type of substance abuse, which now I'm not sure if it's coming from both of them or one of them, like Kanye, because I definitely have heard about, him using drugs or, possibly having some bad coping mechanism. So I wouldn't be surprised at that. But two, it can also mean gaslighting or someone not fully telling the truth or having hidden motives. And it kind of feels like there's hidden motives here a little bit, but it doesn't feel like it's actually towards Bianca Censori. And then lastly, I kind of feel like sometimes when I have brain fog like that or brain farts, it's because somebody's ideas or the way that somebody's thinking, it's almost confused, like a mental health issue, okay? I almost get this vibe of him not completely being present, regardless of whichever one it is. He's not completely present. So he kind of projects his ideas onto her, right? But his ideas are a little dark. Does that make sense? What they're doing is his idea, and I think that he looks at it as some form of art or something. But with it being with the Ace of Swords in reverse being next to the High Priestess, this is kind of what I'm hearing in my head is revenge art. I don't even know if that's a thing, you guys. I don't know if revenge art is a thing, but it feels revengeful. With the High Priestess here, this is that hidden motive that I feel like I'm feeling. It doesn't feel like it's a hidden motive towards her. It feels like it's a hidden motive towards someone else. Okay? The High Priestess is a Scorpio. So it could be whoever is a Scorpio, because it doesn't have to be Kim Kardashian. I know that Kim Kardashian is a Libra. I don't know if she has Scorpion placements, but definitely could be a woman. I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of them in that family. If somebody in that family is Scorpio, because it just feels okay, this is what it feels like though, in general, regardless of who it is that he's trying to be revengeful towards, which I personally feel like in this case is his family. Who in that family is a Scorpio? Because that's where I feel like a lot of this energy is directed towards, okay? But anyways, let me know in the comments if y'all know. But anyways, it feels like this is more so of like some type of revenge, where he feels like at some point somebody or something was restricting him in some way. That's why I feel like it's the family. Somebody in that family was restricting him, restricting his ideas, restricting like who he really wanted to be. And I think that this is kind of like a more like what he's trying to do is kind of prove himself in a way, like, see, my ideas get attention, or I can do what I want to do, or, you know, I can make things work, you know, like this is almost like some type of statement. And not even just Bianca Censori. And that's why I feel like it's not as emotional the way that it is for her. You know, like, I mean, does he care? Yes, but not in the way that I feel like he should, or that like she might want him to, because it doesn't feel like this relationship is even about her. Like, I'm serious. It doesn't even feel like this relationship is about her. It feels like it's about like a bigger picture. It feels like it's about like almost like a project, or some type of social statement, art, you know, but it's kind of like corrupt art. I mean, I don't want to say that like what they're doing is like corrupt, but it kind of is. I mean, like being nude, in the nude, like I'm gonna say in the nude, because you know what, like a piece of cloth is not enough. The only reason why I don't see her body parts, like her like more defined body parts, I don't want to say them on here, is because TMZ and stuff be bleeping it out. So she damn near be walking around naked. But okay, so going into Bianca Censori, we have the Five of Wands and we have the Judgment. So I think at first she felt admired by him. I don't think that she completely understood really what was going on. I don't think she ever really knows what's going on, okay, with him. It gives me like this, you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing a woman who is holding the hands of a man, and he's leading her, and she's blindfolded, and she's like, da, 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 and he's just dragging her through whatever the fuck he feels like dragging her through. You know what I mean? That's what I'm seeing in my head. And so it seems like she's kind of blinded by her. And again, it doesn't feel like love. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, like even on her side, it doesn't feel like she's like deeply in love with him. It feels like this is just something that she's like passionate about. Like she almost like again, with like the bigger picture, and even maybe a little bit of lust, you know what I mean? It feels more like, I don't want to say powerful. I mean, it is powerful, I guess, what they're doing, because they get a lot of attention. But I just mean like it feels more revolutionary. Like it feels like their relationship, the way that they have an understanding, it feels like, is that they're together for like a higher purpose of some sort. You know what I mean? To express themselves in a unique way, or, you know, whatever the case may be. What does she even do? Like, what does she do? What does she want to do? I wouldn't be surprised if she was like into humanitarian stuff, or of course like modeling or something, but it just seems like she's into like making a statement in some way, even if it's drastic. But anyways, so she's very she admires him, and she admires his work as a creator. And I think that she's really blinded by that. Like, you know, this is Kanye West. I'm gonna do what he says. She's just very submissive, but it's willingly. Now, I think where she's at right now, though, is that she may feel like, first of all, I think that they may have had some arguments recently. They may have had some a negative exchange of words. But I also just feel like, I think that this partially has to do with image. I think that she doesn't want to be attached to someone who, you know, like is saying such vulgar things, you know what I mean? Or like this type of person that is this chaotic. Like, I almost feel like there was something about like, not just like the tweets, but just in general, maybe even something that could have been going on like behind closed doors. We have the Four of Pentacles, okay? So I think that he's very stubborn and very unwilling to change. And I think that he can be very selfish with his views, and also just with the people around him. I think that in a sense she was just like, I don't want you to like stop the bag for me a little bit. I feel like she really wants to, you know, pursue like artistry and doing what she's doing, whatever it is, like whatever she's connected to, it feels like creative. And I think that she wants to make her a name for herself, but I don't think that she wants to be attached to all this rah-rah, like all this fighting, all this chaos. And I, you know, there may have even been, again, like some arguments that they have had. It feels like he just crossed the line in some way. And with the Eight of Cups here for Kanye, again, with that energy of just kind of feeling like you lost a project. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands. I do see them getting divorced, though. I see her following through with that. Like, don't come for me if she ends up, like, staying with him or something, or she goes back or changes her mind. But I see her eventually, like, breaking up with him. Like, I see that. They're not going to be together for long. What is her sign? I'm getting, like, some fire sign energy, like some Leo, Sag, Aries. Maybe, like, a little bit of Earth. Definitely getting that Gemini presence. But, yeah, like, I don't think... It feels like she's more in the energy of, like, this is not really what I signed up for. And also, Kanye's in the Eight of Cups energy, too. Like, and this gives me kind of, like, an acceptance energy, too. Like, I think that he is going to... Like, this is just... It's going to happen. I think that he may try to, like... He may be trying to convince her not to. And I feel that energy. Like, I feel that energy of, like... You know, like, don't do this, or like him kind of like trying to convince her to not do, you know, go through with the divorce. So I feel like that part of it is kind of still up in the air, but I still feel like she's very certain in her choice right now, because it feels like, look at, we have Justice right here, and then we have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, like, I don't think that she wants this in her past. Like, while she's moving forward, trying to build a life for herself, I don't think that this is something that she wants to look back on. And also, I wouldn't be surprised if there's something that she found out about him that she didn't like either. Like, because it seems like with the Justice card here, it's more so to do with, like, right and wrong. So it's not just, like, an argument that they had childishly. It's, like, something that she morally feels is incorrect. You know, and it doesn't align with her views. I was going to use the Love Oracle over here. I don't even think I need to be honest. But yeah, it feels like this was like a revenge connection. It feels like they were together for something else other than love. It feels more like business oriented, to be honest, but they have the same interests. One person is like more into one person than the other, aka Bianca is more into Kanye. Look at, we have the Justice card again. This is Libra energy too. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if there was something here about Kim Kardashian being slighted or embarrassing her in a sense. Now, I want to know, does Kanye care about the fact that, like, how does he feel as far as his daughter? Okay, we have the Strength. We have the Weak. Okay. All right. So we have the Fool. Now, the Fool is Libra Virgo energy. And then we also have the Strength card in reverse, which is Leo energy. So in some way, he feels not in control of the situation with his kids. I don't know if he sees his kids or if he sees his kids on a normal basis. Like, I don't really know what's going on with them. As far as, like, custody, it feels like he's not as prevalent in their lives as he wants to be. And I wouldn't be surprised, you guys, if this is even part of the revenge, or this is part of the reason why he's kind of spiraling like this, because we have the Strength card in reverse. So I feel like he's in a time of weakness. But with it being next to the Fool card, to me that can be a little bit dangerous, because it's almost like you're taking risks, you're going off the edge, you're kind of doing whatever, you're in like this free-flowing energy, and that can be good. However, it's coming from a weakness. So this gives me like the vibe of coping mechanisms that aren't good for you. Taking risks and, taking risks that aren't the best for you. Doing things that are not the best for you carelessly. It feels like he's not in his right mind. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit here and, I'm not laughing at the fact that he's, like, not in his right mind. I'm laughing at the fact that, like, I was trying to sugarcoat it. I was trying to be a little, like, but I'm just going to say how I feel. Like, I don't feel like he's in his right mind. I don't feel like the Kardashians are allowing him to see the children the way that he wants to. I'll at least say it like that. Like, it might be monitored visits. It might be like you can't see them as much or something of that nature, or maybe even not at all. And I think that this is partially a way of him kind of like crashing out. Like, okay, it's almost like if I don't have anything else in this world, then I'm just going to do what the hell I want. Like, you know what I mean? It's almost like he's reaching a little bit of a rock bottom in his life. And sometimes, like, we've all been there when we've been on some type of rock bottom, and we kind of lose ourselves. And I think that he's kind of just spiraling, you guys, spiraling. And so I don't think it's that he doesn't care that, his kids and stuff are seeing her. It's more so like, I'm not attached to them anyways. Like, they can't be in my life. Like, they're keeping me from them, or, they already have put me in a light that I don't want to be in. They already have, you know what I mean? It's almost like he kind of feels like his relationship with his children have been, kind of partially, or if not all ruined, or damaged. And so he's like, well, who cares anyway? Again, like, I don't think that he's completely in his right mind at all. So anything else we need to know about this reading, Spirit, before I close it up? Very interesting, very straight to the point. I'm not gonna lie, like, I didn't expect, like, to see that, like, BIANCA CENSORI is not even as invested. Like, it's like, wow, everybody's very calculated. Everybody really knows what they're doing here. Like, it wasn't like, I don't think that she was being manipulated. Like, I think that she was, but it's almost like more so in like a blinding way. Like, I could see him going like, just trust me, this is gonna be great, this is gonna be good. And she's like, okay. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm purely lying to you and, like, I told you to put this dress on because we're going here and we're really going to the Grammys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like that. I don't feel like that. She was into it, but she was only into it for a little while. I feel like she realized he was crazy or something, and then and then she just decided to I definitely think that we're gonna see a little bit more from Kanye as far as kind of lashing out. That's what I do see. We have the 10 of Cups here. So I also feel like with the Page of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, it kind of feels like he's going to be starting over in a sense. That's what it feels like for the both of them too. It feels like they're both going to be just starting over. And I don't see them staying together. And I see Kanye still kind of like lashing out or being arrogant, I see him still being in this energy. I think they just want it to be over. Yeah, we have the 5 of Swords in reverse here. I feel like they just want it to be over, like, at some point. I wouldn't be surprised, like, hopefully there's not too much going on with money either, because, divorces have money involved in them, and I wouldn't be surprised if, like, a little bit of money was taken here, or, he has to share something with her, some type of alimony. We might hear about that. But yeah, that's all I'm really getting for this reading, you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I really did. Kanye is a very interesting person. I don't know if I've ever done any readings on him, but if I did, I'm going to go back and watch and compare, because his energy felt a little like bleh. But yeah, if you guys like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're looking for a personal reading, the link is in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.